So this is the start of Season 3 of the PDL Pokemon Draft League. I guess I'm your host, Sean, captain of the L3 Cutie Flies. This is my team this season. I'm going to go in depth. After this, I'm going to make my team builder for my game against Brad because I play him the first week. But this is my team, and I will go over it. I'll just go top to bottom. So, before I want to get into this wasn't my original plan. All these mons, for the majority, all of these, bar the Doug Trio. Bar the Doug Trio. Everything else, I did not want to draft or did not have planned to draft. My original plan was draft Exurgatree. That was going to be my Z captain. That got sniped by Brad, who I'm playing this first week. Because my plan was a Rain Dance team, and I guess a lot of people wanted Rain Dance. Ty wanted Rain Dance, Liam wanted Rain Dance, someone else wanted Rain Dance, I think. Who else wanted Rain Dance? Someone else wanted Rain Dance, I'm fairly certain. There's Brandon's stupid team. Because Liam wanted Rain Dance. Because I wanted Exurgatree. I wanted Mega Swampert. Liam has that. Pelipper, I wasn't too big on getting that. It was mostly going to be like a Z Rain Dance Exurgatree. I wanted Politoed, which Ty took because Ty has a Rain team. Manaphy's a Z captain. That's really scary. Ty took Politoed. Also, I was thinking about Ty actually has a pretty good Rain team, even though he has a lot of Rain mons, so it's a little excessive, but it's still a very solid draft for him. But that was the original plan, was get Exurgatree, have access to things like Z Rain Dance, Z Electric Terrain, like Gigavolt Havoc could be scarfed. It could Tail Glow up after getting the speed boost from the Z Hypnosis or something like that. And that was the main game plan, was having that thing, which can destroy teams by itself. But then also wanted Doug Trio, which it's insanely good in my opinion. Even right now they are suspect testing Arena Trap. So if Arena Trap does get banned, unfortunately everyone who plays me will have to play in the Anything Go tiers, which is sort of what we ended up doing last season because Baton Pass got banned, and not all teams used it, but it was still, you might as well make every single game Anything Goes, just so person that is potentially bringing Baton Pass doesn't have to go, hey, we should do Anything Goes, which pretty much gives away that they'd have Baton Pass or might be using it. But at least for me, I'll just, if Arena Trap gets banned, I'll just say, hey, you're fighting me, Anything Goes. Because honestly, I will bring this thing a lot. It does put in a lot of work. But I wanted Exurgatree. I wanted Mega Swampert to use the rain. I wanted Hawlucha because I like the idea of Electric Seed in the Electric Terrain. Get that defense boost, get that Unburden boost, Sword Dance up, win with that. Politoed also for a secondary rain setter. I was thinking just regular Scizor because I'd have the Mega Swampert. That's most of what I wanted. And I wanted the Specs Kingdra to abuse that, although it got bumped up to OU after we drafted, so technically whoever drafted it, I believe Liam did, and he has Pelipper, so that'd be really scary. He got lucky, and I think he got it as a RU pick. So this is my team. It was sort of last second because I won last season, so I kept. I had an option of keeping him on from last season to this season because I won playoffs. I decided that I was going to keep Cresselia because it was sort of a toss-up between Seismitoad or Cresselia. I really liked using both last season. Seismitoad for rocks, It had some bulk to it, and it had a pretty good move pool as well. But that was really for a rain team, which I was going to have like Mega Swampert, a bunch of rain users already. I just didn't think it'd be that good. Cresselia was a massive backbone to my team last year, and it took the bulk of hits for almost every single game. So I decided to keep that as a bigger wall. Unfortunately, my team turned out to be really bulky and slow this season. I've already talked to Matt about changing a Z move user and putting it on a mon I'm getting for week 2, which I don't really want to get into that because this will go up most likely tomorrow. This is Tuesday, so tomorrow is Wednesday. So I don't want someone to be like, hey, I want this mon, and somehow, even though I already told Matt like a week ago that I wanted it, somehow they tell Matt, and I don't know how it works out with the priority of who gets what if we both want something. But I'm not really going to talk about that just because I don't want to somehow lose that pick, even though I told Matt like a week ago. But yeah, so first mon is Dugtrio. He is my Z captain. Mainly because looking at my team, there's not really anything that benefits from anything other than attacking Z moves. I mean, I haven't looked into it too much, but for the most part, Dugtrio gets Z Memento, Z. That's pretty much it. I think I might get like Sunny Day if I want like a random speed boost and don't have to be a choice scarf. But other than that, like Z, Earthquake, the Tectonic Rage. For the most part, it deals massive damage, and that's mainly what Dugtrio is for on this team, is trapping the fire types, trapping electro types, trapping anything that can die to Dugtrio that would otherwise hurt my team, because I have some frail mons too. Like the way my team goes, it's fast and frail mons into slow and really bulky mons. So yeah, Dugtrio is mainly my trapper. He's my Z move user, or my Z captain. He's my captain, captain. He's my jam vads. And that's really what Dugtrio is. Sneasel, at the end of the draft, because the way I want to draft first, I want to go Xurkitree, which was UU first. And then I wanted to jump up, grab Mega Swampert and OU. Then I think I was going to jump down a bit, back, grab the Hawlucha, go down, grab the Kingdra and RU, and I think I was probably going to go back up to OU after that and grab Dugtrio. But since that all changed and I had to pick last, and pretty much every single thing I wanted got sniped, I just went, okay, like I want Dugtrio and the Celesteela sort of core. That's the Triad core. And then after that, I wanted Toxapex or Tangrowth, which Brad got Tangrowth. Mike got Toxapex, I think, something like that. Mike, Javin, one of those two, I think, got it. But yeah, so at the end of the draft, since I just went OU to NU because that's how it went. A little bit unfortunate that I didn't get the team I wanted, so I'm sort of stuck with this, which it's a pretty good team, but it's not the way I like to play per se. Season 2, I really loved using Greninja, Scarf, Buzzwole, just having fast, hard-hitting things, where these are fast, but not essentially hard-hitting, and not as versatile as the other mons I had. But we get the Sneasel. That was my final NU pick, I believe, or is my final pick overall, because technically my 12th pick was Cresselia, which is guaranteed. So after I chose an 11th mon, it's just like, yeah, and then I'm keeping Cresselia. So Sneasel, it's the weaker Weavile. I mean, it gets agility, doesn't matter. Biggest things like Brick Break in case anyone wants to bring screens against me. Fake Out. Ice Shard for priority. Icicle Crash, Knockoff. Low Kick, Poison Jab. It actually, in Pursuit, it can do a pretty good job for what it is, even though it's a Sneasel. If I want to run an offensive set, it could be like Choice Band, Life Orb. It could be the Brandon Special, Choice Scarf. But it won't be, because that's garbage. Sorry, Brandon. Or it could be Eviolite if I want to take a hit and still the damage is in my favor for the moves I'm going to use for the match. But yeah, that's my fast dark type. Beware of the Mach Punch, although Mach Punch really doesn't touch my team other than that, so I'm not too worried about it. Mian Xiao, he is... Oh, he's not my other Z move user. This thing, I mean, Inner Focus, not really. Regenerator or Reckless are the main two. He can be run specially or physically, because I believe it's base 95 special attack, 125 attack. So I mean, high jump kick hits like a truck, but he could also run like something with acrobatics. He could be a Calm Mind, bulk up. He could also be work up. Baton Pass is, I can't use that, it's banned. I mean, it gets fake out. It has a really good move pool for what this mon is. And it also gets a taunt. You can get the U-turn for switching around. Feint to break those protects and things. It's just an overall, in my opinion, really good, more faster, more versatile mon. And that's really what he is to me. I picked him up maybe, I think, halfway through the draft. The Rotomo, yeah, this is what I'm dropping. I don't want this, so I'm just gonna skip over that. It's garbage. Cresselia, the backbone of the team in season 2. This thing, I like Lunar Dance. Well, I liked it in season 2 because I had a lot of pheromones, which could take usually at least one hit, but not two, especially if I'm running Life Orb. So it was just nice having the Lunar Dance in the back, just to be able to bring something back up to health and let it continue sweeping the entire team. Calm Mind, Lunar Dance. It gets not the greatest coverage, but it's still, I really liked it, and it proved its worth in season 2 for me. Almamola returning. I had this in season 1. It's very good physical bulk. It and the regenerator and wish passing really helps, especially with my more bulky team if I want to be switching around, keep things healthy. Not the greatest move pool for the most part. It'll be like Protect, Wish, Scald, Knock Off, Toxic. Could be like a Mirror Coat, things like that. It's fairly easy to predict, but it's Dugtrio and Almamola together. Just if you have that electric type, if I can get the switch in, catch it with a Dugtrio, unless you're running Shed Shell, I'm killing it. And then Almamola is pretty free to fight things 1v1. Celesteela, this thing was annoying to fight versus Brad. The Protect, Leech Seed, also Heavy Slam. I haven't seen too much Celesteela, but Heavy Slam does hit a lot, even if like you're a special attacker. It can Rock Polish or Autotomize. It's got good special attacks. It could also be like a random where is it? Flame Charge set to get the speed raise. Toxic. This is Z move user, by the way. It'll be Dugtrio Z Captain, Celesteela, and then the mon I'm picking up next week is the last Z move user. But I'm sort of interested in using this. It is really slow, but it eats most hits. Hippowdon, I wanted this mainly for bulk, for rocks, to whirlwind things around, toxic, live hits, fire off, earthquakes, but also to stop the weather teams, because the weather teams are dangerous. My team is alright, especially for rain, because like I have a Snorlax, I have an Araquanid that can have a water absorb. But the Hippowdon, it just really helps out for weather teams. It just stops them from just setting up rain and just going ham on my team. Or whatever. I think Mike went for a little bit of a sand team, which it doesn't really help against that, but what are you going to do? So that's Hippowdon. Araquanid. This is... Alex had this one last season, and I love helping him with this set. It's like I pretty much told him every time, just choice band, smack something with the liquidation. That's not always the case. This thing, not the best HP, but it's got really good special defense, pretty good defense too. Its attack isn't that good, but Water Bubble is so good. Water damage times 2. It can't be burned. Fire's halved. So this thing versus your bulky waters, and this, I don't know, this isn't really giving it away if you look into this mod, or I know Matt's probably watched some of the PokeGames lives. He used the set like this, but you could run like a spiderweb set, trap it. Unlike Infestation, the trap doesn't go away. It's stuck in there forever until either I switch out or they die. And you can just you could Toxic, Liquidation, you could just rest up. Different things like that. You can trap a bulky water against my team. That's really good considering how I don't have much to hit a bulky water with anyways, and Rotom is going to be leaving us at the end of the week. So, I mean, this thing, it's really good. Not too many people have bulky waters. I mean, the rain teams will have waters. I think Matt has Blastoise. That's all I can think of right now. But I love Araquanid just for its ability. Liquidation hits hard. I can Choice Band it. It lives a lot of hits. Gets the Liquidation off, which, surprisingly, if you look at some people's teams, I don't even have to run a Choice Band. It could be like a Splash Plate. It could be Life Orb, and it'll just one-shot stuff. So, this is definitely a mon I like. Snorlax. I might get rid of this. I might not. I had it in Season 1 for a bit. I can't remember. Actually, I don't know. I forget if I got rid of it. I might have kept it. But, I don't know. It might make an appearance, especially with Gluttony, and then, you get the Papa Berry, the Figgy. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really used those berries personally, so I'm not entirely sure. I know one's, confuses if you're minus defense nature or something like that. But Snorlax can sometimes 1v1 teams. It can eat up hits. It's more of a special wall. A lot of my stuff can be considered special walls. But this is the, main special wall. Slowking. Brandon had this last season. He favored, at least what I saw, he favored the Assault Vest on it with the Regenerator. You can just switch in, take a hit, fire off Scald, switch out, get all of its HP back. It's fairly powerful to base 100, special attack, nothing to take lightly. It can phase you out with Dragon Tail, be like a random Drain Punch variant, I guess. Screens, you can be nasty, pot up, live some hits. Has Slack off. This thing gets Trick Room, right? Yeah. It gets Trick Room. So with my team, I have a slower team. I just believe Slowking the only thing that gets Trick Room. I can't remember. Oh no, and Cresselia gets Trick Room. So Trick Room can be an option for my team, I guess. I do have a very slower team. Could be Trick Room, Belly Drum, Snorlax. That could be a thing. I haven't looked too much into other people's teams other than just who I'm fighting this week, Brad. So I'm not entirely sure if that's viable or not. Or maybe I am bringing it against Brad. You don't know. It's a mystery. And then last one is Mega Sableye. I had a last OU pick left after the Dugtrio and Celesteela. Well, the Toxapex got taken, the Tangrowth got taken. I was pretty much one of the last picks in OU, and not much caught my eye. But Mega Sableye, if you notice on my team, the hazard removal it doesn't exist. It's not there. So Mega Sableye is mainly the only way that hazards are not going to overwhelm my team is just having Magic Bounce, which if you're Mold Breaker, if you I don't know, get rid of my ability somehow, phase me out, or if I don't have the Mega off yet and I'm not in at the time, you get your hazards up. So this is really the only thing stopping hazards. Also, this thing, Matt's Calm Minding, Scalding, Suicune last season, it sometimes just can take a whole team on by itself. Some people might not have anything to hit this thing's bulk, and then this thing can Calm Mind. It can Foul Play, Will-O-Wisp, we decided this season that that we were not going to have Megas only carry the Mega Stone. So I could run like a leftovers, regular Sableye, Prankster, Will-O-Wisp. That could be a thing, which I don't know, because I prefer just to not let the hazards come up against me. So if I can bring the Mega Sableye to stop hazards, I will, if I believe that they're a danger to my team for certain opponents. And this thing also does get a pretty good move pool. I mean, granted, it doesn't have the best offensive stats, but this is Trick, Toxic, Taunt, Sucker Punch. This thing does get some good moves. Does this thing get... It doesn't get Destiny Ball. Darn it. Alright. So that's that's pretty much my team. You got like 3 offensive fast Mons, and then the rest is just slow walls. So this, I don't really like my team this season. I didn't like my team last season, but I did really enjoy running through teams with Buzzwole. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes this season. I will make a couple key changes. Like the first is this Rotom. Straight up, it's going. It's gone. So next week, at least when you see my team builder for I Fight Kyle, Waterloo Weaviles, you will see that I will have a different Mon in this list of 12 Mons. But yeah, so this is Season 3's original draft team. It'll change at least once. Definitely this week at the end. But other than that, this is everything for this week. I go against Brad later, so I'm gonna jump right into the team builder after I'm done this. And yeah.